tonight, mowing under the moonlight. Never thought to let it go. Soul searching out of your window. Giant eyes, never sleep unless your head's by mine.
Holding on to what we call divine. Do you think we're running out of time? Too late to stay, too dark for you to head home. Lay here with me, we'll watch another episode. Don't stay, good night. Stay by my side. Yes, that means that we're all out of time. Like a dream, you only come out at night.
Am I crazy? Watch the sun as it's fading. Can't believe I'm
Raining around on you, so complicated. I guess that you would leave it, yeah. Here we are under the moon. Too late to stay, too dark for you to head home. Lay here with me, we'll watch another episode. Don't say goodnight, stay by my side. Too late to stay, too dark for you to head home. Lay here with me, we'll watch another episode. Don't say goodnight, stay by my side. Too late to stay, too dark for you to head home. Lay here with me, we'll watch another episode. Don't say goodnight, stay by my side. Champions, ole, ole, ole. Manchester City are League Cup champions. The purpose of today's stream is to explore why City were champions of the League Cup. What happened in that 90 minutes? What was wrong with Arsenal? They have been arguably the best team in the world so far this season, but City were able to combat them. They were able to disrupt them. They were able to ultimately overwhelm them. Why was that the case? Did City deserve it? Spoilers. Yes, they did. But specifically, why was that the case? Welcome to Touchline Talk. No, it's not Touchline Talk. It's the Post-Mortem. Welcome to the Post-Mortem. We are going to be discussing the match, what worked well for City, what didn't work well for Arsenal, and so on. First Post-Mortem after a trophy win, says Musty. Yes, we have had many a drink tonight, and I tell you what, it's not ending there. Because we won, and we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Yeah? We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Exactly. Jack's still drinking, and I'm still drinking. Yeah? Look, we're not even halfway through this bottle. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. I've still got 2 more Morettis after this. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do after this. We won a trophy. We can be as happy and delusional as we want to be, because we are the only team this evening in England that has won a trophy. Has anyone else won a trophy? I don't fucking think you have. So pipe down, sit down, shut the fuck up, and listen to your masters. Yes? Listen to your superiors. Yes? Your superiors are Manchester City. And we just won a fucking trophy against all of you. So shut the fuck up. Yeah? How are we all doing? Welcome, welcome, one and all. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today, boys and girls. I have uploaded an off the ball video. I've no idea how I've no idea how intoxicated I was in that video, but I don't even know if the editing was correct. I tried to do it in one take. I think I have done. So we'll see. Sober Nobbins in the morning, we'll see how we did. But I think Drunk Nobbins is an okay result. Okay, Tipsy Nobbins, I think did an okay job there. But how are we all doing tonight, I should say? Let me know. Halftime pizza. Low key, should I order fish and chips? Because I've had no tea, but because I have vouchers, and because I've ordered from this local establishment so many times, I can basically order chippy for free. Should I order fish and chips? They're not gonna be open actually at 8 p.m. on Sunday evening. Never mind. Belay that order. I'll eat something later tonight. It's not a problem. They won't be open. Guys, says Citizen W. Calls Earl. Amazing. Not hello Yoshko. Ole, 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 ole. James Trafford, whoa. James Trafford, whoa. He came from Burnley to play for Man City. James Trafford, whoa. James Trafford, whoa. Oh, I'm so happy with so many of our individual performances today. Still drinking, love that from you. So am I, Jack. Don't worry, you're not alone. You are not alone, mate. I'm just thinking if there's any potential delivery situation. Because I'm in such a good mood, I might order a takeaway, chat, low-key. What do you guys reckon? Oh, Just Eat has added fucking satellite view to their things. Okay, is my local chippy available or is it not? I've forgotten how you spell it. Low-key, high key. I've forgotten how you spell it. I'm not going to say what it is, because if I do say what it is, then you guys will know exactly where I live, and I know that you'll all try to spam me, because you're all little freaks like that, aren't you? Little cretins. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to use my voucher. It's fine. It's all good. I might order something. Later. We'll see. We will see what we see in a world of pure inebriation. Yeah. Big up to Family Guy. Yeah, my chippy's not open. I might have to order something later. We'll see. Maybe I'll order a Burger King. Who knows? Forgot what Sunday. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Tuchel better start draft after winning that masterclass. God, he was so good. Twitter's popping off. I've not really been on Twitter. Outside of tweeting, I've not even seen what Twitter has said. Let me know what it's actually said, True Citizen. Down to your final glass. Love that from you. Jack, I'll drink to that. Domestic treble incoming. Love that from you, Calvin. I do tell you what. If City were to win the Premier League this season, then the only way we were going to win it would have been with a win tonight. Because now, question mark, has this actually created a situation where Arsenal have an inferiority complex and they end up overcomplicating the rest of their games? Who do they actually have left in the league? They have Bournemouth at home. See, the problem is they have really favourable games. They have Bournemouth at home, us away in fairness, but then Newcastle at home and Fulham at home. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that can't be right. How many? Sorry, and then West Ham away, Burnley at home, Palace away. They have favourable games. Big up to you, App and App. Again, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Who got that membership? Alpha Draconis, if you're in this chat, say thank you to Abinab. I don't normally do shots for just gifting memberships, but I'll tell you what, because it's a post-mortem, I'll give you that, mate. I'll give you a shot for that. Oh my god, I've just spilt Fireball whiskey all over my trousers. Got to put these in the wash now. Oh, it looks like I've wet my fucking beige trousers now. For God's sake, I can't do anything right. For God's sake. Big up to you, Musty. Thank you for Wing. Ab. Yeah, so, I mean, look, who knows? If City were going to have a chance of trying to win the fucking Premier League, the only reality in which we do win the Premier League would have been with a League Cup win tonight. I still don't think we'll win the Premier League, But if we were going to do it, the only way we would have done it would have been with a win tonight. And being responsible, I'm having some water. Some water. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Love that from you, chat. Big up. Right, so what was the key talking point from today? I'll tell you what the key talking point was, and I'll tell you right fucking now. Well, no, there were two key talking points. The first talking point was why was City able to dominate Arsenal? But the other key talking point is the risk that Pep took tonight. And look, if everyone, and I think that in fairness, I think myself included, I think a lot of people are willing to accept that sometimes Pep does overcomplicate and overthink some things. If we are willing to accept that when Pep changes things, that is an overcomplication and that he shouldn't have done it, then we also have to accept at the same time that if Pep makes a change and it works, then we have to accept that that is a fantastic, correctly thinking of the situation. Unless someone can please identify for me which game we have played 4-4 this season, I do not believe that we have played that once this season. But Pep opted to do it today. So in the same way that we might lament Pep's overcomplicating and overthinking for certain games like against Real Madrid in the first leg, if that's your mindset, that's fine, I do accept that. Then we also have to at the same time accept that Pep has correctly thought out this thought process, or rather his overthinking has led to the correct situation today. Because Arsenal today simply could not play out from the back. They could not do it. There was no avenue for them centrally, so they had to go out wide. Or they had to go over. And when they tried to go over, they couldn't do it. Because we had players like O'Reilly, Nunes, Kusanov, Ake in that back line. So it meant that whenever there was an aerial situation, whenever there was a second ball situation, we were able to quite easily circumvent Arsenal's long ball play. And we were able to relatively easily win the second ball. So I think Pep deserves massive credit for lining up with four at the front. Four in the front? Is that correct? Four in the front. It's a good point, Jack. But the key was that if they were going to go over, then that meant it was an individual battle between Kusanov and Gyökeres. Who's going to win that battle? Every single time. It's Kusanov, obviously. So you got to credit Pep for that change in style. How much was Gyökeres? Good question. Probably too much. You guys know me. I don't really rate Gyökeres like that. I don't think he's that good. And today, yeah, he was shit. He was shit. Havertz was decent in moments, but maybe he came off at like 60 minutes. Was it 66 minutes? Havertz came off. So he was like trying to be this outlet player, but he wasn't actually able to do it ultimately because Ake is good in the air, because O'Reilly is that physical presence, and because Kusanov has that pace. It meant that Arsenal's front two of Gyökeres and Havertz was stinky, ultimately. So they had no outlets. So our defence absolutely shafted them, ultimately. And again, you've got to give Pep credit for lining up with those forward four players in Shirky, Doku, Semenyo, Haaland, because there was zero areas for them to advance centrally. There was one moment where Declan Rice moved to left back, Saka moved to defensive midfield, and that was an interesting idea as to how they would try to circumvent City's pressing shape. But ultimately, I think it was Zubimendi or Rice, one of the two. They just ultimately ended up playing it straight to one of our centre-backs. They weren't prepared for City playing like that. And in fairness, why would you be prepared to deal with that? Because we haven't played like that all season, unless I'm very much mistaken. If anyone can please confirm if there has been a game we played 4-2-4, please let me know. I don't think we have played 4-2-4 all season. So Arteta was confused in that first half in particular. Now, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I am properly upset about the second half approach because let me know what you guys think. I felt like we were even better in that second half than opposed to the first half. If anything, I felt that I can't really recall an Arsenal chance before City went 2-0 up. Please correct me if I'm wrong there. But I think actually in that second half from 0-0 through to 2-0, I can't think of any Arsenal opportunity they had. If I'm an Arsenal fan, and I'm not, I view that as a massive indictment on what Arteta is as a manager, because he had a whole 45 minutes to view what City were doing in that first half, and then he had a whole 15 minutes to tell his team, this is what City are doing, therefore, this is what we should be doing. But nothing changed. If anything, it got worse. So that was very peculiar to me. So again, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm very concerned and upset about Arsenal's approach in the game. One of my biggest critiques of Arsenal as a manager has been his ability to respond to game states, his ability to respond to an opponent perhaps changing their style of play or perhaps changing their structure in the heart of football. Arteta's not really yet convinced me that he is the manager to be able to make those adaptations in a game. I'm still convinced he'll win the title this season, but I do think that's largely in part due to the lack of quality in the players that are against him rather than anything on an individual level, if that makes any sense. So if I'm Arteta, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit upset as to the lack of response in Arteta and indeed Arsenal's approach. Let me just catch up on the chats. How are we all doing? Sachin says easy games will be the hardest at this point of the season. Shuki rage bait was tough. Says Fantasy. That was so funny. I love that. I actually don't think Shirky had a great game today. I think he had a fine game. I don't think it was anything exceptional, but he had a game good enough to undermine what Arsenal were trying to do, which I thought was funny. I'm drunk, says Abinab. Yeah, fairs. Look, I'm definitely tipsy. Gone through. I thought you were drinking alcohol, Jack. What are you saying, mate? The fucking Premier League, exactly. Hello, gent. Arsenal a poo, says Musty. Arteta being a bottle job, says True Citizen. Arteta in the cook chair. Until we're mathematically out of the Premier League title race, never say die. Yo ho, all together, hoist the colours high. Heave ho, all together, never say we die. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. That was from Pirates of the Caribbean, in case you guys couldn't tell. The 44 is amazing when they play second striker, but when they play pocket players, you can't use the 44, says Matthijs. It worked well against Arsenal today, didn't it? In fairness. Speaking of White, Gyökeres is awful. Yes, he was fucking garbage. This Gyökeres guy, I'm still convinced that Gyökeres will win the Premier League title this season. But I'll tell you what, it is in spite of him, because I'm sorry, he's fucking shit, man. I've never... When... I do not give a fuck that he scored a hat-trick against us. That was the worst hat-trick I've ever seen. He is shit. And I don't care if he wins the Premier League title. He is shit. He's not that good as a player. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, and LNobbins would say the same thing. I do not give a fuck. He is not good as a footballer. Like, challenge me on that. Challenge me. Someone tell me that Gyökeres is actually an excellent footballer, and I'll listen to your argument. But he's just shit, man. He's just shit, is Gyökeres. Don't give a fuck, man. This guy, what does he do apart from be a tall player? I thought he was good against Spurs, in fairness. I gave him my low-key man of the match, but I don't care. He's shit. You can see how Pep wanted this. I'm so happy to Uncle Sans. Yeah, look, this might be the only trophy we win. We fucking need this, yeah? We need this. Who is this fella? I'm fucking LNobbins, bro! Yeah? That's who this fella is! Who you think I am? Who is this fella? It's LNobbins! That's who! That's who! Calafiori had one header. Yeah, exactly. Nutting. That's what. Nutting. Nutting. This is why Arsenal win the Champions League. Big up to Bayern. Hopefully Bayern ultimately win the trophy. Hopefully Bayern win the trophy. Arsenal aren't win the league. Yo, Sachin, that means you think City win the Premier League? Question mark? Question mark? I'm too drunk. No shot. No shot. That's what you've got. That's what you've got. Call me Vince McMahon. Shirky's second half was good. Yes, I agree. First half a little bit upsetting. Second half at times a little bit upsetting, but I do agree with you, Musty, that I think just generally City were way better in the second half. Of course I drank after the stream. I drank because I recorded the off the ball, and part of that off the ball was doing a shot, but I tell you what, I bottled the recording twice, so I had an extra 3 shots off stream. So, you know, that happened. That was the thing. Trafford or Don? Come on, Zichan, come on. Do you even have to ask me? Do you even have to ask me? Do you even have to ask me? City go right from 8 points down, 5 to go. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Call me Ellie Golding. Anything can happen. Look, never say never. Never say we die. You never know. I still think Arsenal will win the Premier League, though. You never know that. Simpson Pussy didn't look good. And even then, JSP had a decent game against Gyökeres. I'll be so real with you. I'll be so real with you. I'll be so fucking real with you that JSP actually had a decent game against him. So what else is there to say? What else is there to say? We played 4-2-4. That forced Arsenal back. James Trafford, unbelievable game. Maybe the best James Trafford game I've actually seen. And I've seen some good fucking James Trafford games this season. But the triple save was amazing. But what I was most impressed with was the ability to play out from the back. And again, that is so important because what that does, and I'm so sorry, I'm not sorry, I'm so sorry to say I told you so to the people who didn't believe me last year, but I said last year, and I guess the year before that, and the year before that, I kept saying that you will not miss Ederson until the season he is not here, in which case you will see a City side which is incapable of playing out from the back successfully, consistently, succinctly, and that is what we have seen this season. It's easy to see the things you do see. It is less easy to see the things you do not see. And Trafford today illustrated what City could have been this season. He was so good at those little dink balls in behind, which I wouldn't even have assumed that we would have been able to play, and yet he was able to play them really, really well. So Trafford, of course, the shot stopping deserves a lot of credit, but the ball playing was another level compared to what we have seen this season, because unlike the game at the Emirates, where we had to only rely on playing long balls and punting to our potential outlets, with Trafford, we were able to force Arsenal back to the point at which they were not able to press us when we were trying to play out from the back, because we were successful at playing out from the back, so their high press was largely irrelevant and intangible. So big up to Trafford for that, because he deserved it. So big up to James. Big up to James. Massive game from him. Massive game from him. He had to have a good game today. Because if he doesn't have a good game, he gets fucking shanked in the back, yeah? So big up to him for that. So big up to James Trafford. I'm very happy for him. Sorry that was a big rant, but it's just... I'm happy for him, yes? Yeah, exactly. That's Gyökeres, little fraud. Yes, Josh. I get more mank the drunken lash. I get amazing, Jack. Yeah, I did after the stream. Absolutely. I didn't see that, but that's big up to Cheeky Burger. Drunk Nobbins, chill. I can't do Drunk Nobbins every day. Mrs. Nobbins will leave me if I do that. And let me tell you right now, the amount of work and hours and money I've put up, into planning this wedding, I tell you right now, she can't leave me. So, do you know the amount of stress I've gone through to make this work? That's not pressed because the game planner was Trafford a big reason. Trafford's a massive reason. You see at the start of the game, Arsenal were committing really high forwards, and then when they realised that when they try to press high, it leads to a chance for City at the other end, they back off. Because this is the beauty of having a goalkeeper who isn't a liability playing out from the back. This is the point. This is the beauty of having a goalkeeper who does do that. So big up to Trafford. He absolutely deserves all of the flowers and plaudits that that I'm giving him today anyway. So big up to James. Big up to him. Is that what I said? Well, I meant to say O'Reilly, so that was Drunk Nobbins talking, yeah? Was Aït-Nouri low-key man of the match? I mean, he played a solid 0 minutes today, so I reckon so, in fairness. Genuinely, if that triple save doesn't happen, then what happens? We lose and we get shafted. So this is why, I'm such a big fan of James, because this idea that, he can't make those saves is bollocks, because he clearly can, and he clearly does, and he clearly has today, for example. So big up to James. He deserves so much credit today, and I hope that everyone is a massive James Trafford advocate after today, because his ball playing was exceptional, his goalkeeping was exceptional. What did he do wrong today? Apart from, there were 2 passes he did wrong, which he should have done better with the long passes. But outside of that, he was properly fantastic. So big up to him. Big up to James. I'm so happy for him. Because I was really concerned he'd have an average / bad game today and he'd get killed for it, but he's actually been fantastic today, so big up to him. Just got an Uber Eats notification. It's talking to me like the Green Goblin mask. No, I was gonna say, should I order from the fish and chip place, but I've just remembered it's I think I need some food. I've had a lot of alcohol. I feel like I need some food, but I don't want to spend money, so I probably won't. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have some ramen after today's stream, and that'll sort me out. I can't be bothered with my local chippy's closed, so I'm not gonna go there today. Talk your shit. I'm having a seizure. Yes, Rowan, you're an even bigger Trafford fan than I am. Yeah, Núñez was brilliant. I'll tell you what, our whole back line was brilliant, man. Núñez. Why didn't you play him in the first leg against Real Madrid? Who knows what would have happened? He was so good going forwards. He was so good defensively. Kusanov, okay. Shit for the yellow card, fine. But overall, he was so good. Ball playing, defensive work, reading of the game, intercepting play, so good. Ake, if that is a swan song, then fair fucking play. I'm a signet. That swan song was fucking gorgeous. Yeah? Fair play if that was your last one for us, man. He was so good in the game. O'Reilly at the double offensively. Saka, who the fuck are you? Nico O'Reilly, that's fucking who? Yeah? I was so happy with our back line today. I can't remember the last time our back four played that well in a game as a unit, as a collective. Genuinely, when was the last time our back four played that well that they have done today? I properly cannot remember. And this is without Ruben Diaz, and this is without Gahey. So big up to Kusanov, and big up to Ake and O'Reilly and Núñez and Trafford. Because I can't recall the last time we played that well out of possession. So fair play. I properly can't remember. It was so good. Fair play. Every single, on an individual level, they all played so well. Genuinely, every time there was a one-on-one matchup, a man-to-man matchup, Ake had the number of Havertz. Kusanov had the number of Gyökeres as well. It was so good. It was so good. Amazing work by our backline. So promising and genuinely so happy. Big up to Tom Little. That is my boy. That's my boy. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already done so. That's my boy. Yeah? That's my boy. Shut up, true citizen. Get a fillet of fish. Chill, chill, chill. That's not going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to have some food. I might just make myself some ramen. Spicy or chicken. I have 2 flavors at the double. I have 2 flavors. I've got as I said, I've got a chicken flavor and I've got a spicy flavor. So who knows what's going to happen? Not me. That's who. Tom. Genuinely, he was great at political clubs. Big up to Tom. That's my boy. Ake gave me crazy 2023 nostalgia. He was fantastic. What did Ake do wrong today? What did he do wrong? Just having a look at his stats now. Okay, his passing wasn't that good, but defensively, aerial duels, 4-1, 4 contested, 4 out of 4 by by Ake. He was brilliant today. He was so good, Ake, and he had to be because, of course, with Diaz being out, you need whoever that is going to be to have a game, and he was so brilliant today. Fair play. Fair play, man. I was concerned about Ake starting. I thought Stones would have been the better option, but you got amazing. Wait, is this a real quote? Kusanov. When I felt bored in the game versus Arsenal, I passed the ball to Kusanov, then took it back. Okay, there's no way he said that. There's surely not. Insanely dominant. Yeah, literally. What did you notice about that first half and the second half? Guys, we had 61% of the ball in the first half. 61%. In the second half, where we were better, we had 63% of the ball. What does that tell us, guys? What does that tell us? It tells us that City, surprisingly enough, are going to be playing their best football when they have the control of the ball and when they are in control of the dynamics of the play and the possession. Yeah? I'm so pumped. I'm so fucking pumped. I'm so... Right, what... You guys help me. What's going on? That chance where left it for Kusanov and Havertz, someone nearly scored. Ake played like he has proper hamstrings. Brilliant. The only thing he did wrong was misread a long ball it dealt with on the aftermath of the mistakes. Spartacus, I agree. Go to Nando's. I don't know if Nando's is going to be open, mate. I'll be honest with you. Also, Nando's is expensive, so we're not going to be ordering that. I'll be real. Although I'm probably going to be ordering something. I don't know what I'm going to be ordering, though. Maybe I'll order a KFC, because KFC is elite. What do you guys reckon? Shall I treat myself to a KFC? Everyone in the chat, let me know now. What, because I haven't had tea. What food should Nobbins have tonight? Should I have food at home? Or should I have a takeaway? If it's a takeaway, be specific. What are we saying? Are we saying pizza? Are we saying Chinese, Indian, fish and chips, McDonald's, KFC, Burger King, blah, 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 blah. Let me know what you reckon, because I think I should probably eat something, because I've not eaten anything since about 12 o'clock, and it's 8:33, and that was basmati micro rice, and I only ate that to line the stomach, and I don't think that was acceptable. So what we saying? What we saying? I feel like I'm fine to have more alcohol. I'll pay. GW, put your money where your mouth is, yeah? Put your money where your mouth is. And then we'll have that conversation. We fully dominated the ball. 61 to 62, my ears deceive me. City having control of the game? I would never, question mark. Now, Mrs. Nobbins cooked a Mother's Day meal. She's out with her mother right now. I think she's probably sick of me screaming, in fairness, which is fair. I had a chat from, Danny. Big up to Danny. What's his Twitter name? He sometimes appears on the LB streams. Do you know Danny? He put in the group chat, what did he say? He said, I'm watching the fan reactions. I ain't never seen you that emotional. So big up to Danny. Go follow Rod Ridiculous on Twitter. He's one of the few people I follow on Twitter. Go follow him. I was an emotional wreck. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? I was invested in this game. I was invested in this game. No second half dip. And oh my god, people are going to say that I've got an agenda, but here is the state of play, guys. Here is the objective, statistical reality. Why have Manchester City been struggling in the second half of football games this season? I'll tell you why. The reason is usually because City are leading in the first half. Therefore, the opponent needs to engage in a high block or high press against us. What does that generally mean? It means that because we have been struggling at playing out from the back, it means that we have to go long, therefore we secede possession, therefore we secede control, therefore we secede XG, therefore we secede chances in the game. You can't do that shit against a team which has a good build-up phase one structure in place. And that was the case today. Arsenal tried to engage us high up the pitch. They tried to play a high block. You know what we said? You know what we did? We dunked our fucking salty nuts into their mouth and we said, you can't play like that against us because we have James Trafford in goal. That is the reality of the situation, okay? That is what happened. So big up to James. Big up to him. And big up to GW. I nearly fell over. I properly nearly fell out my chair. Big up to GW. Welcome to the Ultras Club. And your random footballer is Wes Morgan. Yeah? It's a big up to you. I can't even make it stick. I'm so useless as a human being. Yeah? Big up to you. Big up to your mother. What colour socks is your mum wearing? Let me know. A 3-piece Ozinga is a banger. I tell you what, shall I tell you what I normally do at KFC? I was going to say Premier League. At KFC, I order a 4-piece boneless meal and then I add 2 mini fillets to it because it's really easy to write down mini fillets in MyFitnessPal. So big up to your mothers and big up to Colonel Sanders and big up to Colonel Sanders' mother. Yeah? Mrs. Nobbins is always cooking. She's cooking, always cooking. Thank you, 858k for the super chat. Have food at home, much healthier. We'll drink to that. Big up to your mother. Let me know what colour socks your mum's wearing. Not McDonald's. McDonald's might be the most mid takeaway in 2026. I'll be so for real right now. We'll do a preview for the Liverpool game, please. I'll tell you what, Callum, because you asked, I might do it. What is that gif? Why haven't they go at me? Why are you so upset? Fanatic Ultra, I know that's supposed to only be a drink, but I'll tell you what, I'll do a shot to it. I'll do a shot for that. So big up to you. And big up to your mother. Yeah? You're raw, Mrs. Nobbins is going to be properly upset with me. But I don't give a fuck. I'm having fun. Mrs. Nobbins is not happy when I get drunk. Cope with it, yeah? Right, what are we saying? We love Jimbo. Fucking hell, I love James, man. James, I know you're not watching the stream. Oh, hello, Evie. She walked away. I was going to pick her up. I know you will never see this, James, but if you are somehow, if some, I don't know, if your like degenerate friend somehow sends you this stream, I need you to know that I believe in you, James. I believe in you. You can be our number one. Believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you. James, I know you're not watching this, so this is irrelevant, but you are so good. Your shot stopping is properly great. Your ball playing is good to great, and it can only get better from here. You have such a high ceiling. Why shouldn't we build around you as a goalkeeper? Answer, there is no fucking valid reason. Anyway, I'm over it. You're not wearing socks. That's crazy, guys. If you're wearing socks, what color socks are you wearing? Should I do a foot reveal? I'm gonna do a foot reveal live on stream. I'll be so honest. I got Yoda socks on, guys. Look at that. Look at the Yoda. Oh yeah. Do or do not. There is no try. Yeah. Don't try to win the League Cup. Fucking win the League Cup. Yeah? What socks are you wearing, guys? Come on. Get your socks up here and let me know what is your shoe size.
You little rat. What is your shoe size? What is your What is your shoe size?
Let me know your shoe size in the chat, guys. Come on, get it up here. Get it up here. Come on now. Come on. Oh, I'm in such a good mood. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, the things that winning a cup can do to a man. Anyway, this is the post-mortem. I was supposed to be tactically analysing the game. I feel like I've not done that. Guys, do you have any questions for me? Let me know. Why is LB texting me? What the fuck? Never text me ever again, you little bastards. Oh, God. I don't have a girlfriend. I have a fiance, though. Does that count? Does that count? I feel like I should end this stream because I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I feel like I should probably end it. How long have we been live for? Probably not enough time. Let's keep going. Previews. What for the Liverpool game? I'm gonna say a proper video. Yeah, full video. Right. Okay. I've been yapping a lot, but like, do we have any like questions or thoughts for the game? Do we have any oh, okay, yeah. Let's do that. I'll tell you what, yeah, let's do player ratings because this has been getting away from me. Let's do player ratings. Why is LB texting me? He says, you back tomorrow, Brett, 11 a.m. What should I text LB? Guys, consensus. What shall we text LB? Should I tell him to fuck off? LB has said, are you back tomorrow, Brett, 11 a.m. That's when LBins normally is. What should I actually text him? Should I tell him to fuck off? Or shall I say, yeah, mate, that's fine. That's not a problem. We'll be doing a player ratings in a second. What should I text LB first of all? I want a consensus. What should we text LB? Let me know. He wants to do LBins tomorrow morning. Tell him I'm getting on the piss. Tell him at any place, bruh. Should I tell him to get on the stream right now, actually? Rah. Do you want to come on my channel? You want to come on my channel live right now, bruh? Should I see if LB wants to come on live right now? If he does, then fair play. If he does, then fair play. I have a feeling that LB won't want to be live right now. Rah. Come on, I've texted saying, do you want to come on my channel live right now? I'm so happy. Oh, I might call him for real, for real. Come on, LB, come on. I'm gonna say respond, you bitch. Respond. I can't spell respond. Respond, you bitch. It's funny. Let's see what he says. He might be hanging out with his partner, in which case fair play, but you know, it's not good enough. It's not acceptable. Send a voice note, okay. Okay, what should I say? Hello. Wait. Hello, LB. How you doing, mate? It's your boy, LNobbins. How you doing, sir? Come on to the channel now, or else the people want it. Yeah? Do it. You ain't real. Wait, is he still alive? Okay, fair play. I understand why I wouldn't want to come on them. Fair play. I'm having fun. Guys, let me have my fun. Cannot have a good time. Oh god. Postman lost, yeah, first. Should I just log off, guys? Is there anything else to say about the game? Just on the real for a second. Is there anything else to say about the game? I think what we've said we want to say, to be fair. Trafford was great. Kusanov was great. It's not a problem. Raid, wait, by who? By LB? At 11 a.m. It's LB. LB, come on the stream right now. Everyone's saying 11. Does that mean LB's coming on? Yes! LB's called me a bozo, what a boy. Right. LB's coming on. What a boy. Right. One sec, guys. I need to enter the studio, yes? I said, come on stream, you coward. He went, what a link for me. Fair play. Oh my god. I don't know how this is gonna work. Wait, one sec, guys. I can do this. I'm so professional. Wait. But I've forgotten what scene I use for my guests. One sec. I got this. Wait. It's the green. Guest stream. Is it this one? Yeah. Right. Okay. I understand. I understand what's going on. It's guest stream that I need to click on. Right. I'm gonna enter the studio. So I'll be chill. I don't know what I'm doing. The problem is now I need to really think. I need to think quite succinctly here, because it won't work if I don't do my thing. Words of articulate. So if I do that, does that work? I'm entering without a thing, right? Wait, I got this. Present invite. Hang on, guys. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in a second. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll figure it out. It's a struggle right now. It's a struggle here. I'm texting LP on Twitter. Yes. Oh my god, my passcode. I don't know what my passcode is. Okay. I'll make this work. It'll be worth it. Don't worry. It'll be fine. This will be good. This will be worth it. This is within the rules, exactly. I've got to enter a passcode for some reason for my Twitter. What's that all about? I don't know what my passcode is, bro. That would have been bare time ago when I did my fucking passcode. I don't know what my passcode is. Why is it asking for a passcode for Twitter? I was trying to text LB the StreamYard link. LB, I sent you a StreamYard link like months ago. Can you... Oh my god, I'm going to email it to myself. And this will be worth it, yeah? Right. Stay tuned, guys. For real. This will be worth it. Honestly, this is definitely not going to be worth it, but we'll get there. I'll try to not say the passcodes. Right. This will be worth it. I don't know what I've done. Guys, just calm down. It's fine. Why are you all shouting at me? Less of the uppercase, please. You're upsetting me. I think I've emailed myself the passcode, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to text the passcode to LB, and then that'll work? Question mark? I don't know. Why it's not fucking going? I'm going to kill myself, honestly. Right. Okay. Right. LB, I've texted you the link. Can you please let me know if that works? LB, shut up! I will punch you with my fist if you're not careful. Yeah? Right. Hello. Hello? Hello, LB. Can you hear me? No, you can't. Oh, fuck. I can see you, but you can't see me. I'm not in the right mental state to do this. I can see you, but you can't see me. You can't hear me clearly. I'll get this to work, guys. Don't worry. It's fine. I'll make it work. Don't worry. It's fine. Bear with me. Bear with me for a second. How do I make this work? Now this content is properly dog shit. I don't know what the solution is. Hello. Right, test. Hello? LB, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? No, you can't hear me. This is such dog shit. Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What the fuck have the chat done to you? Have they had you playing some mad drinking games, bro? What's happened to you, man? You're meant to be a distinguished gentleman, bro.
Can you hear me?
What have they done to you, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear you, man.
Right,
I can hear you loud
we
and clear.
got there.
Bro, he's mammooshed out of his mind. Bro, he's mammooshed.
Wait, 1 sec. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. 1 sec. Can you guys hear LB? Let me know.
Oh my god.
Wait. Wait 1 sec. I can make this work. I can make this be a thing. Hang on. I got this.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, we're so close to nearly making this a competent stream. For real.
I got so many questions.
Right.
But I'm not going to confuse you. I'll let you sort the stream out, and then the questions will happen, bro.
Oh, we're so close, man. We're nearly there. Oh, I think I've done it. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you guys hear LB and me? I think I've actually sorted it.
Am I able to ask some questions?
Can you guys confirm whether you can, like, is that now a competent live stream setup? I'm so...
What is going on? This guy is so cuts, man.
Okay, everyone's happy, right? Okay, LB, you take over, yeah? You might need to be host of the stream, low key.
Right, okay. Low-key, I got a few questions for you, yeah? What's going on? What have they done to you?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Have you been playing drinking games?
Yeah?
What was the result of the games?
What do you think? You're seeing it. You're witnessing it with your eyeballs.
You are mammooshed. What have you been on? What have you been session on?
I've got Moretti as the beer. So that's a drink of choice. And we had a shot of Fireball whiskey for every, like, kickoff and for every goal. And yeah. So, but also for every, like, super chat of a certain amount and for every membership of a certain amount. So we had, like, 5 shots before we kicked a ball, for example.
What? That is crazy, bro. No way.
We got a random movie quote for Spartacus. When I got tired, I slept. When I got hungry, I ate. When I had to go, I went. That's from Forrest Gump, 1994. Have you watched that film? I never watched Forrest Gump.
I have watched it.
What are your
It's
thoughts?
all right. It's all right. It's got nothing on Interstellar or, yeah, Interstellar's a goated film, isn't it?
I never seen Interstellar. Would you recommend?
You've never seen Interstellar?
I'm a fraud. I've never seen Interstellar.
What?
I know.
Being serious? You've never seen Interstellar? It's a goated movie, man.
It's crazy. I know. I've never seen it personally. I don't know why. I know that there's like the thing of 1 second equals 12 years or whatever, but I've never seen it.
Mate, that is insane. It's probably my favorite ever film.
Really?
It's probably my favorite. Yeah, it's probably my favorite ever film, man. Yeah, that's a goated film. I love that film. The other film that I like is the other one where they try and break out of prison, isn't it? What's it called? That film, chat?
Is it Prison Break?
No, that's series. The movie, the old one.
Oh, with Clint Eastwood.
No,
Oh.
not got Clint Eastwood in it.
Oh. I was thinking of Escape from Alcatraz.
No, not that one. There's another one. Number 1 on IDBM.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, sure. I always forget the name. Shawshank Redemption is my
Yeah.
goated film. That's another
Banging
goated
film. Yeah, I've seen
I
that
can't
film.
believe you've never seen it, man. Yeah, it's Nolan. Nolan's overrated. Get out of here, man. No, it's not. Anyway, let me ask you a question. I don't know if you're going to have to answer this question. What did you think of the game?
Sorry, can you see me, by the way?
I can see you on my YouTube stream. So you're like, you're that lagging, innit?
No, I get you. Yeah.
Well, it's cool.
no.
I can work with this.
Yeah. Well, the people can see you. That's the key. That's the key facet. Sorry. The question was, what do I think of the game? Really positive. Yeah, really good. What I really liked about today's game was the fact that we were able to pin Arsenal back into their own defensive thirds, like time and time again. So it meant that even when, of course, the counter-attack, the transition has been our main weakness this season, but it meant that even when Arsenal were able to try to counter-attack against us, because they were from such a deep starting point, it meant that their transitions were largely ineffective against us. And I think that was in large part because of our ability to control the play and control the game and just control the situation. So Arsenal, like when they tried to go long for Gyökeres 1v1 against Kasanov, they had a bad time because we were able to pin the rest of their 10 men back, basically.
Which is why, bro, when you go aggressive, and you push you have to play Kuzanov. You have to, because when you want to be aggressive and you want to get on the front foot and you want to pin back the opposition, that's going to leave space for counter-attack. You have to play Kuzanov. You can't play Diaz, unfortunately, for people that like Diaz. You can't. You have to, because otherwise you're going to get cooked on counter-attack. Every time they went over the top, Kuzanov saved you. Yeah, he just absolutely saved you. That was the thing. For me, I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen Bernardo Silva's heat map today?
I didn't, but he was my low-key man of the match, for real.
Bro, I seen the side 11, and I thought, oh my God, if Bernardo Silva doesn't stay deep today, we're going to get rinsed. Check his heat map out, yeah? The big red dot is in his own half next to Rodri. And that's what we needed. That's what we've needed. That's where Pep's been going wrong with this system, is when he's playing these two midfielders together, Rodri and Bernardo. Bernardo's been going too far forward and leaving Rodri on his own, and Rodri's been getting cooked. Whereas today, Bernardo, for the majority of the game, was a lot deeper and a lot just more chill. And them two just locked it off. And then basically that allowed Cherky to go wherever he wanted. You notice that? He mainly was on the right-hand side. Yeah, but sometimes he comes central. And that gives Cherky a little bit of a role to go wherever he wanted. He had Doku on the left. And then obviously Semenyo on the right. But it was all on Bernardo. I said before the game, I said, if Bernardo stays deep, we've got a serious chance. If he goes wandering about, we'll get cooked. And he did. He stayed for the majority of the game. He stayed next to Rodri, mate. Yeah. So that was for me the main thing, man. But honestly, man, I think that was an incredible performance. I've not seen City play like that in terms of them not like fluid football or whatever, but in terms of the way that we actually approached the game from when we was actually winning. Like we were so like mature and professional with the way that we played. We didn't look like we looked in control, even when we went 1-0 up. When we went 2-0 up, we was in control of the game. We didn't do stupid stuff, Players weren't being idiots and doing stupid shit like they've done it like so far this season. They kept the ball, and I think for me, I said it on my stream then. I think Jeremy Doku second half summed up Manchester City today. Just so professional. I think first half he had a real tough time, yeah, because he tried to do the old school Doku thing, which was get the ball and just take player on, and it just wasn't working for him. He was possibly the worst City player in the team in the first half, yeah. But second half, bro, he just was so clever. I think he knew deep down that he wasn't going to be able to just take players on. So he just was so clever. He got the ball, he carried the ball, he win free kicks.
Decoy football.
Decoy, but he did it so well. He did it so well. So nah, big up to Jeremy Doku in that second half. I thought we played super well. I thought we played really well the whole game. And I think we battered him. If I'm being honest with you, I think over the 90 minutes, I think we were clear.
Yeah, I think the first half you can make a conversation because at the first 15-20 minutes Arsenal had our number, but then thereafter, and as you say in the second half especially, they just couldn't even get out of their own defensive third, never mind their own half. They couldn't even get out of their own defensive thirds, which is absolutely staggering. They tried to press high early on. They realised that wasn't a viable skill approach to the game. And then from there, we were able to dominate them. They tried to play long ball football, because we played O'Reilly instead of Aïnouri, and I was a bit concerned about Aïnouri playing instead of Aïnouri, because, Aïnouri playing instead of O'Reilly, because O'Reilly played, it meant that when they went long to their right-hand side, O'Reilly was able to win the ball aerially, of course, in the air, and then City were able to win those second balls continually, time after time after time after time. So even though they had Zubimendi and Rice and Gabriel and Saliba, we were able to win that second ball battle, that loose ball battle, every single time. So I think Pep deserves a lot of credit there, because there was lots of question marks, from myself included, about, is it correct to play O'Reilly instead of Aïnouri? But clearly it was the case, because I can't remember a single thing Saka did offensively well throughout the entire 90 minutes, because O'Reilly did him, essentially.
No, it was just, I think Pep Guardiola today made a couple of decisions in his starting 11 which were very questionable, right? And I think they all came off. And that's the life of a manager. He did it against Real Madrid in the first leg. Got it completely wrong. Gets absolutely rinsed, rightly so. Today, he made some questionable decisions, and they came off. And I think Pep Guardiola deserves all the credit in the world, because he's got a lot of criticism recently, and I think rightly so. Because you agree, because I think some of his decision making has been horrendous. But today, he's made some big calls. Yeah, I think O'Reilly coming in at left back was a big call. Yeah, Aïnouri's been cooking. Yeah, and he's brought him back into left. And O'Reilly's obviously been playing as a midfielder recently. Bringing him back to left back, big call, worked. Obviously, won us the game. Playing Doku out wide, left wing. I think Doku almost had a sacrificial type of performance today, because he didn't really do the whole take-ons and shit. But that works out well. Rodri Bernardo, big call.
Bernardo was my low-key man of the match, by the way. I thought it was wonderful throughout the 90 minutes.
That was a big call. I think there was a few big calls in there. Obviously, Ake over Stones, big call. Playing Trafford, we all knew he was going to play Trafford, but it's still a big call. Played well, got the triple save. So big up to Pep Guardiola, man. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of criticism recently. I think rightly so, but you can't give it anything but praise, man, because I think he got everything spot on. Brilliant. But I thought the starting 11 was fantastic in the end. He got everything absolutely spot on. But for me, the main takeaway from today's game, other than the fact we won a trophy, is the experience that this team played with in that second half, and the maturity. We've not seen that at this City team, you could argue, for 2 years.
Yeah, that second half especially did seem like we were in supreme control.
Well, it's the second half where that's been the problem, because it's been the second half where we've been 1-0 up or 2-0 up in the last 18 months and not won the games. You've all seen the stats. You've seen the stats of this season, all the games we've been winning and dropping points. That's been our problem. Our problem has been going ahead. Tottenham, Brighton, Fucking load of other games.
Spurs.
Yeah? Spurs. These have been the games. I did say Tottenham, but
Sorry.
you cooked it. Fine.
Apologies.
Your man moved it. It's okay. But these have been the problem. This has been the problem. The problem hasn't been 0-0. The problem has been when we've been going up 1-0, when we've been going up 2-0, and in the case of one game last year, 3-0. So to see that performance, man, when you're winning, it's just that's like, oh my god, finally, you know.
Especially
like,
given the
right, you
context
guys-
of like Ruben Diaz being out with a hamstring injury, that's a big miss. But the fact that we were able to respond really well, that's a massive positive, massive plus.
Well, it is. I mean, I think we're quite blessed with our centre backs now. We weren't blessed last year, but I think you look at the centre back. I mean, going into next season, you're going to have Cousinov, Diaz, Gavadio, Gay, and maybe Rice. If he
Maybe
stays, I
Vitor
don't think
Hayes,
he will.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll be loaned out again. But I mean, you're going to have serious options there, serious options. So I think our centre, like I said, I don't think we're a million miles away now from being a really. I remember saying in like January last year, yeah, so 2025. I remember saying in chat we need like 5 players, and people were like, "Nah, we're only going to sign one. We can only sign one." People was telling me it wasn't FIFA. I was like, "Chat, you guys don't realize how fucked this team is." They went and signed like 5 or 6 players, and we needed to do that again in the summer. This summer we're coming up to is different. We don't need 6 players. We need 3, maybe 4 players, but we need quality. We need serious quality. And that's it. And then once you do that, there's no transition. There's nothing. It's just right. Let's fucking go win some more trophies, man. But you know, I think this team this year has been it's shown us signs, it's shown us glimpses of stuff that it can do in the future, but it's also shown us naivety and inexperience. I think, you know, next year, going into next season with a couple of extra, you know, better players in certain areas and with more experience for some of these younger players, I think next year we're ready to go, man. I think we could have won it this year. I think we probably should have won the league this year, if I'm being honest with you, because I just think the league's shit.
I agree.
But next season, man, I'm expecting big things from this team next year. And if not, we'll be holding this team accountable because next year there's no excuses. You can give them the transition thing this year. Fair's like it probably is valid, even though I hate that sort of word. Next season, man, I think we're ready. Full centre quad.
Yeah, the quad. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm with you. I think that, look, I accept that we haven't been good enough this year to win the Premier League, but at the same time, I don't accept that we should have been in a situation where it's, oh, we were always going to finish second place. I don't accept that because I'm looking at the league, I'm looking at the opposition, I'm looking at obviously our main title threat in Arsenal, and I don't accept that we couldn't have been better than them this season, this year. Of course, that's where the squad building has come to, and that's ultimately the case we have been in. But I don't accept that that's something that, you know, it's going to take 3-4 years in order for us to get to that point. Why can't we do that within the space of a year or two? I think we could have done that this year. Okay, maybe. Look, who knows? But one assumes that we aren't going to be able to do that this year. But why can't we do that this year? This side has shown to me in enough games that we can do that. If we can just replicate those 90 minutes across the course of 90 minutes every single game and be consistent in that sense, why can't we do that? And I really think we can. I've long maintained this season that there is a team that can, a bit in every single LNobbins we've done, it can win the Premier League this season. Now, will it? That's a different question. But can it? I think the answer is yes.
And that's why, arguably, this season's been more annoying than last season. Because me and you last season were quite vocal early on after the Rodri injury, and we started getting a couple of bad results. We both said, this season's a rip, man. Do you know what I mean? So it was kind of easy to take because, like, once you got past a certain point of fucking crying, you just start saying, this team's shit, whatever. This team is a good team. And this is why it's more annoying because we know this team can play well. We've seen it midweek against Real Madrid. I know we got beat, but we had 10 men for 6. We were great against Real Madrid. We beat them at the Bernabeu earlier in the season. We played really well against Dortmund. We played really well against Bournemouth, Liverpool. We went to Anfield and won. So we know this team's a good team. They proved it to us in certain occasions. The problem is, I think the problem's been up here. If I'm being honest with you, I think the problem's been up there. I don't think it's anything to do necessarily with quality, even though there's a few issues there. I think the problem this season is that too many times this year when they've been in good positions, they've done stupid things, yeah, and cause themselves to drop points by not being a serious team. And that comes down to inexperienced. It comes down to age, naivety, and that's because we've got a lot of new young players. Bernardo Silva's been telling you this. He's been hinting at it in press conferences. He's saying a lot of these players are inexperienced, yeah? And basically what he's saying is, if you deep what he's saying a lot of these players are doing shit in the games that like stupid because they're younger than that. And again, this is why next season these players will have another season under the belt. They've now got a trophy under the belt. They'll be bringing in new players, hopefully like some quality in areas that we need it. And next year there'll be no excuses, man. So listen, today's a great day. I'm buzzing. We've got a trophy. And if you get a trophy in a season that's not been great, you take that all day long. For me now, I'm full sending that FA Cup. Go and get me that FA Cup. If you can get me a FA Cup, League Cup double, people telling me that's only been done 5 times in the history of this country. That's a very impressive achievement.
Really?
You go and get me that.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Carabao Cup only started in the 60s. So
sure, but
you've had
still.
what? Yeah, that's still very, it's very rare that happens. If you can go and win me a double in a season we would consider not great, shows you where our club is and our standards are compared to everybody else. You know?
Yeah. I was just going to ask you, so I'm assuming the official man of the match you would have given to Nico O'Reilly for scoring the brace ultimately. But if you had to give like a low-key man of the match, maybe like an underrated soldier in the match, who might you opt for? So I think we can both agree that officially Nico O'Reilly should be given the man of the match. But in your view, based across that 90 minutes, who would you say is the soldier who has been perhaps underrated a little bit across those 90 minutes and who perhaps should be given the praise that would be warranted of a man of the match? Of course, we have to give the official one to O'Reilly.
I think it's difficult to pick that position because I think Trafford deserves a huge shout. If they go 1-0 up, we lose this game. I'm convinced of it. I'm convinced if they go 1-0 up, we lose. And so he made a triple save.
Early on as well, by the way. It's like in the 10th or 15th minute or something.
Exactly. Early on, he makes a triple save. So he's got to be like put up there. I think Nunes had a very, very, very good game. And of course, got an assist. I thought Kuzanov was outstanding. I thought Ake was outstanding. I thought Doku, very underrated performance. I thought Cherky was great. So, yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at, man. I just think the whole team today played really well, and the individuals performed really well. And this is why you get frustrated when they play shit, because you know they're a good team, you know? So that's probably what I got. If you want me to pick one player, I think I'd have to go Kuzanov. I think he was outstanding again. I think he was brilliant. And I think, you know, he just needs to work on a few things, rein it in a little bit at times.
Yes.
That foul that he got booked for, like, I don't mind him getting booked and going in heavy on challenges, but he didn't even need to make that challenge. You get what I'm saying? So, like, if he makes a challenge that he needs to make and he snaps a player and gets booked, cool, no problems. Like, you had to make the challenge, otherwise we cooked. But he didn't even need to do that. So I think those sort of things, I think Bailey made a good point on Twitter. I've seen it. Sometimes he plays people on side a bit as well. Sometimes he needs to work on that. But just tidy these things up. And I think we've got one hell of a player there, man. I'll be real with you.
I have said on my channel that I think that Kusanov has the highest ceiling of any centre-back in the Premier League. I don't know if you agree with that. But I think
I may have gone one step further and said, I think he's going to become the best centre-back in world football.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
To be honest with you, bro, I've been a Kuzanov glazer ever since Hamza sent me the video compilation of him back in December 2024. I never heard of the guy ever in my life. Hamza sent me a video in December 2024. It says, LB, check this guy out. It's called Kuzanov, plays in France. He's a beast. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I watched the comp. It's about a 4-minute compilation. I was like, this guy's insane. Sign me. We signed him. And I was like, I've been hyping him ever since, man. So, yeah, I'm on the Kuzanov train. Anyway, my tea's ready. So I've got a dip. I'm on salami and andouille pizza, Franco Manca style.
Oh, beautiful work. Are you going to pop it in the oven for a little bit of time just to get it properly heated up? Or are you just going to go balls deep?
No, it's been in the oven. It's literally ready now. That's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
It's
Amazing
weird,
work.
so I can't wait. I've never had one before, Franco Manca. So
Really?
well,
Well,
yeah, I've never had it. I was actually meant to get one of those Croster and Malika ones that are like really good on the ingredients. Like they don't have no preservatives in it. I just bought the wrong one, so I've got this Franco Manca one anyway, which I've never had. Wanted to try it anyway, so I'm gonna try this now.
Nice. Is that you and your partner having it?
She's already had hers. I can't make.
Oh, so you're having it to yourself?
I'm not the full thing. Yeah, I'm fucking 6'4", mate. I'm a big guy. You know, I need to have a pizza for myself. You know,
You
what
are
I
a
mean?
tall boy. Yeah, you are a tall boy. That's why I look so small in that picture of you and I together. It's not just because I'm 5'1", even though I am that.
Yeah.
It's not just because you're very tall.
Nah, big up, man. Nah, this was funny, man. What are you doing now then? Are you just continuing to enjoy your night? Or
Yeah,
what's the
well,
plan?
Mrs. Nobbins ain't here. She's at her parents for like a belated Mother's Day, so I'm just going to be chilling, you know? I'm just going to be vibing out here, having Fireball whiskey and beer.
I feel like I need to check in like an hour and a half and
Yeah.
just see what's going on.
Yeah. Would you like to, low-key, high-key, would you like to come to the LNobbins wedding, question mark?
Oh my God. Wait, is this a drunk question that you're going to later regret?
No? You're on the list?
This is a,
would you
this
like
is
to
a
come?
serious...
Yeah.
If this is like a legit question, 100%,
Would you and your partner like to come?
Yeah, but you are drunk.
I'll have you know that you are on the piece of paper that is invited. So if you'd like
I will
to come,
say yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be privileged to come, yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go.
100%.
Lovely.
100%. Yeah, I will be there.
We will be there.
We will be there. Yeah. Nah, buzzing. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. That's amazing. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. But,
Yeah, I'd love you to.
Bro, when Mrs. Nobbins finds out tomorrow that drunk Nobbins asked LB on stream, and she'll be like, "What? Who is this guy?"
No, she wants to meet you in person because I talk about you. She likes you a lot.
Yeah. No, yeah, no, 100%, man. Send me the details. Send me the date, as
Yeah.
they say.
Hell yeah, of course. You get an invite, of course. Yes.
Nah, buzzing. Right, I'm gonna go grab a pizza.
You enjoy Franco Manca, matey.
Cheers, man. See you later, chat. See you in a bit.
Big up to LB. Go subscribe. I'm sure you guys are already subscribed to LB. If you haven't already done so, go subscribe to your boy, LB. That's my boy. Oh, that was a good chat with LB, wasn't it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, guys, we're fucking League Cup final winners. Get in. Yeah, big up to LB. Let's get big W's in the chat for LB. Please, can we all have big W's in the chat for LB for joining us today? Excuse me, that was a burp. On today's stream. In fact, do I have any Patreon viewers in the chat who are willing to come on the chat for like the next 5 minutes because I really need to urinate again? Jack, Toby, do I have anyone? Liam Byrne, do I have anyone here who wants to like host the channel whilst I go urinate? Please let me know because I properly need to go piss. Please let me know. Otherwise, I might piss myself in this chair. For real, for real, for real. LB carried this stream. What the fuck? Oh, God. This is getting enlisted. Fuck no, is it getting enlisted? I'm proud of everything I've said in this stream. What the fuck? LB was invited to the wedding anyway, guys. I'll be honest. LB was always invited to my wedding. For real, for real. Go on. Yes, Jack. Right. Okay. Hello, Jack. How you doing, mate? Hello, Jack. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Are you okay to host the stream for the next, like, 2 minutes or so whilst I go piss?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, mate. Don't worry.
Excellent work. Just before I go, what are you going to talk about?
I've not thought that far ahead, to be honest, mate.
Are you okay to ad lib?
Huh?
Are you okay to ad lib? Improvise.
What do you mean?
Improvise.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fine.
Okay, great. Right, I'm gonna go. I probably need to piss. You take over. Yeah.
All right, bye, mate. Have a good piss. Don't wet yourself on the way.
Go.
Okay, guys. This is my stream now. Great question from Mustafa. Maximo Perrone is the fucking bollocks, guys. Thank God we've got a buyback clause on him or matching rights because we need that. We need that guy. I love him. He's better than Enzo Fernandez. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's so much better than Enzo. Am I hard? I'm always hard. Ask me some questions, guys. Sergio Gomez analysis. It's just pretty good, mate. I can't lie. Can't say I've watched a lot of him since he's left City, but we love Sergio Gomez around here. How did Foden get on stream? Nobbins, he's passed away, unfortunately. Foden's now taken over. My bald head? I don't think so. This isn't the time for a face reveal, to be honest, Blaze, mate. Maybe when LNobbins hits 700,000 subscribers, I'll do it. Where does Nunes rank in the all-time players list? He's got to be top 5. I don't see how he's not top 5, to be honest, mate. Like, we've got Kolarov is number 1, then probably like Stephen Ireland 2, Benjamin Mendy 3, then Nunes is probably 4, and then Julian Alvarez is 5. True citizen, mate, I'm going to fucking castrate you. My favourite City player is probably Ait Nouri at the moment, mate. Savinho to win the Ballon d'Or. Who else is going to win it? Fuck off, Musty, mate. Demichelis is an honourable mention. He's got to be like 6th or 7th. That was not intentional. Sorry, guys. No, Calvin Phillips isn't top 10, mate. Maybe top 20. Thank you, Mateus Nunes. I'll take that as me carrying the stream. Come on, guys, keep the questions coming.
Right, what we're saying?
They've made me list my top 5 City players.
Excellent work. Thank you, Jack, for taking over.
Wait. Do you want to hear the top 5?
Yeah, sure, mate.
If I can remember it. So, I think Kolarov was 1.
Nice.
And then it might have been Stephen Ireland.
Nice.
And then Benjamin Mendy was 3rd.
Okay.
And then it was Mateus Nunes, because Mateus Nunes asked where does he rank in the top 5?
Sure.
And then Alvarez was 5th, sorry.
Decent. That's a good list. Thank you, Jack, for taking over.
You've been asked to keep me on by Mustafa.
Oh, I'm going to have to disconnect you, I'm afraid.
Oh, bye.
Oh, God. Not Rip Nobbins. I just went to the toilet. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. We've had LB on here as well. So big up. Big up to LB. Big up to your mothers. Right, guys. I think, unless there's a reason for me to stay live, I feel like I've been live for quite a long time here. So it should probably be time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. It's probably time to say goodbye. Unless there's like any other topics or final thoughts that we had, I suspect that it's time to play ratings. Fuck. Yeah, let's do play ratings, shall we? So, welcome to the Finalysis app with your boy, LNobbins. We are going to do some Finalysis, yes? Should we do some play ratings, guys? Yes. Oh, 10 out of 10, yeah, fairs. Okay, chill, we're not going to do 10 out of 10 for everyone. Let's finalise the match, shall we? Okay. Trafford. What we are going to do now, guys, is we're going to rate players out of 10. I'm going to repeat the structure that we have done for all of these play ratings videos. 5 is average. 6 is above average. 7 is good. 8 is great. 9 is brilliant. 10 is perfect. Also out of like 100. So like that, it also means the same. So 5 to 50 is average. 6 to 60 is above average. 7 to 70 is good. 7 to and so on, so on, so on, so on. So let's start, shall we, with James Trafford, who was low-key, one of the man of the matches. Yeah, man of the match, whatever the term is. The only time Arsenal came forward properly and attacked and actually created some chances, Trafford made a triple save. Not a save, not a double save, but a triple save. Yes, that was the only time that Arsenal actually threatened in the match. And they were all in the 7th minute. And they were all fantastically saved by Trafford. Accumulatively, that had an expected goals on target of 0.042, which is quite high. Outside of that, Trafford had zero work to do. As for goalkeeping, the ball playing was excellent as well. I think I'll need to rewatch it, but I'm pretty sure that when City did that first instance where Semenyo had that cross, I'm pretty sure that came from us playing out from the back. I'm willing to give Trafford quite a high rating here. What do you guys think we should be rating Trafford? Let me know in the live chat. What do you think we should be rating Trafford? I think it's going to be quite high, to be honest with you, but let me know what you think. Let me know what you reckon. Let me know what you reckon for a Trafford rating. Let me know, guys. Let me know, team. What do we need to do to get a Champagne Kusanov chant? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's nice and peaceful in Italy. 95, 99, 92, 8 out of 10, 91. Got to be high 80s or 90s. Yeah, it's got to be... I think it's got to be a high 80 because, like, genuinely, what did Trafford do wrong today? He saved all the shots that were expected of him, kept a clean sheet, and his ball playing was excellent. So it's got to be something with an 8 today, at least an 8 today. 8 is great, and I think he had a great game. I'm not going to give him a 9 because there were some passes he made which upset me a little bit. So I'm going to give him an 8. I'm just going to give him a solid 8. In all honesty, I think he had a great game in 80. I think that's reasonable. I think that's good. I might revise that, but I think 80 is pretty good because he had a great game, but he should have done better with some of those longer passes. But generally speaking, I'm going to give him an 80 out of 100. Ake. There were lots of question marks about Ake coming into this game. Should Stones have played instead of him? But I tell you what, did Ake do anything wrong in this game? No, is the answer. I think that he was really good in the last-ditch defensive work. I felt that when there was some ball playing to be done, he did it. Pack Runner says Ake's best performance since the treble year. I think that he played really well. I'm properly impressed with Ake's performance. I'm properly impressed. He won all his aerial duels. Yeah, I'm gonna give him something beginning with an 8 for sure. How shall I respond to the Rodri Ballon d'Or hate and how Vinny now one-ups him? Well, I must say, what a Ballon d'Or for Vinicius Jr. Ake every time he faces Saka is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, and his aerial duels was fantastic because Ake is normally good in the air as well, isn't he? Yeah, 4 out of 4 aerial duels won. Yeah, he was just great overall. He's only 31 as well, man. It's such a shame. I'm going to give him... I think I undersold Trafford with the 80. I'm going to up Trafford to an 85, actually. I'm going to give Ake an 83, personally. I think that's good. I think he had a great game. I'm going to do that. Nunes got the assist. He was crucial to how City attacked down that right-hand side. Without him, without his right-side experience, without his right-side nuance, we would not have had a chance. Can you imagine if that was like Kusanov playing there instead? This is why it's so important to have an attack-minded, offensively useful right-back in what Nunes is. He, of course, got the assist for the goal, but he was also just exceptional defensively as well. He was just wonderful. Yeah, so good in the final phase, 100%. I'd say he was great in every single phase, in all honesty. Average 25 out of 26 Nunes performance. Cafunas gets an 87. Nunes is our right back, says Matali. I wish it could be our long-term first choice as true citizen. 89 for Nunes. Every City player was low-key man of the match. 98. Again, there's going to be lots of players with like an 8 to their name today. I'm going to give Nunes like an 80. I give him an 85 because what did he do wrong? What did he do wrong defensively? I don't think he did anything wrong defensively. Whereas offensively, he was wonderful. He was able to deal with Trossard, with Nkapie, with everyone on that left-hand side really, really well. Yeah, just properly solid. First phase, he did make a few mistakes. You're not wrong, true citizen. In fairness, yeah, there were a couple of issues. Like I think he passed it out for a throw-in, for example. But those were like in the early stage of the game. Overall, I'm going to give him quite a high ranking there of 84, personally. O'Reilly. I mean, I was concerned at first at the concept of O'Reilly starting because I thought, oh gosh, is that going to be a problem for our phase 1 work, for our build-up work? Because O'Reilly does not have as good as a first touch as someone like Aït-Nouri. Now, thankfully, Trafford was so good that thankfully it didn't really matter for O'Reilly, and ultimately his brace and his offensive positioning was the reason why we won the game. And also, if City are playing a 4-2-4, in that 4 in the forward line, that means that even more defensive pressure is put on our back line. So, and O'Reilly was able to win the ball every single time. So O'Reilly's probably got to be the official man of the match based on that, because he scored the brace, but even without the brace, he was absolutely wonderful. He was absolutely wonderful defensively. Saka could not deal with him, and Saka is a good footballer, but O'Reilly said, nope, you are not beating me. I'm going to give him something beginning with a 9 personally, but what are you guys saying? I don't think so, Musty. I think we should be fine. 99, says Pack Runner. O'Reilly 94, 94, 99, 95, 90. I'm going to give him a 92 because I thought he was brilliant in the game. Of course, scored the 2 goals. That's lovely. But my word was the defensive work and the physical prowess important. So, massive congrats to him. How many goals this season, asks True Citizen. Let's have a look. Nico O'Reilly. I don't think it's going to include today's games. We'll find out. I like B Soccer for this, for these stats. It's a good website. Would recommend. I don't know if it's including today, but it says 8 goals, 5 assists. I just don't know if it's including today. That's all. Can I click into it and find out? Question mark. I don't know if it's going to tell me. It says 8 goals, but I don't know if that's before or including today. Well, it says 2 goals in the League Cup. I feel like he didn't score in the League Cup before today. So I think it is including today. So that's therefore 8 goals, no comps for the left back, O'Reilly, / midfielder, which is absolutely obscene. So big up to Nico O'Reilly for that. I'm going to give him 92. He's going to be the official man of the match. Kusanov. Now, he was rash for the yellow card, and he should have done better in that instance. However, overall, the key today was force Arsenal back into their own box, into their own defensive third, and then, if they do counter-attack, can you stop the individual 1v1s? And the answer, overall, was yes. Largely thanks to Kusanov, who was wonderful 1v1 up against Gyökeres. I thought that Gyökeres had one of the worst games I've ever seen him have, in all honesty, and that's not an exaggeration. I think that's one of the worst games I've ever seen Gyökeres have in an Arsenal shirt, and that's in large part due to what Kusanov did. So even though Kusanov gave away a silly yellow, and it was a yellow, overall, Kusanov was wonderful. So I'm going to give him something beginning with an 8. 82, I think. I think 82 is reasonable. I think that's fine. Because I don't think that he had as good a... I actually think that Ake had a better game today than Kusanov. And I gave Ake an 83. I don't feel comfortable giving Kusanov anything higher than Ake. Again, I think that Ake actually had overall a better game. So I'm going to give Ake an 80... Sorry, I'm going to give Kusanov an 82. I think that's fair. I've given an 85, 83, 84, 92, 82 so far. I think that's reasonable for Kusanov. Rodri now. Now, I didn't see much of Rodri today, in fairness, but I actually think that that is a good thing. In general, if you see a game where your number 6 does very little, then generally speaking, that number 6 has had a good game. Because often, it is the things that you don't notice and the things you don't see which creates a good number 6 performance. I don't think Rodri did anything exceptional today in respect of his passing and that sort of thing. But, as you guys have said, it's about being solid in those moments, and it's about the switches as well. So I did feel that Rodri had a great game, but I don't think that it was, a brilliant game. But that's fine because he's my defensive midfielder. So I think that I'm probably going to give Rodri an 80 based on that, because I felt he had a great game, but it wasn't outlandish, it wasn't over the top, but doesn't need to be necessarily. I thought that his defensive work was spot on today overall, so I'm going to give him an 80. And I think that I'm probably going to have a similar vibe for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva could have been my man of the match. Oh, he was so good defensively as well. He stood his ground on numerous occasions. He said, nah, you are not getting past me. That was wonderful. And that was just the off ball. Of course, he provides lots of this pressing work as well. His connectivity was also really nice. And he's one of those players where you don't notice the work he's doing. But if you view the football away from the ball and just try to look at the player, then you'll see what Bernardo offers this side. And he was so good today. Yeah, it was a really, really positive game from Bernardo. He's popping off on the right, he was popping off in defensive midfield, he was popping up on the left, he was enabling all other players to play their football. That is what Bernardo is. He is a facilitator, he is an enabler. That is exactly what Bernardo is. He's going to get a very high rating as well. But what are you guys saying? 78, 80 to 82, 85, 84 to 87, 83, 85. Rice is quite staying. I think that's in large part because of what Bernardo was doing. So I think Bernardo deserves a lot of credit there. It's definitely going to be something beginning with an 8. I felt he had a better game than Rodri. I'm going to go 80. I'm going to go 85, you know. I was properly impressed with what Bernardo did today. I was properly impressed with what Bernardo did. So big up to him. Shirky. Shirky is up next. Good in moments, frustrating in others, but overall, a very, very positive game from Shirky. A very positive game overall. He was found in those pockets a number of times. I would have liked to have seen him be a little bit more adventurous in certain moments, but his ball is what ultimately forced the first goal, so he deserves a lot of credit for that. I don't think it's going to be as high as like Bernardo or Rodri, for example, or Kusanov, but I still think he had a good game overall, and I was still happy with his game overall. What do you guys reckon? Decent, says True Citizen. Funny game, but he did the job. Good pressing, says Blaze. Combined well with Semenyo. That right side was beautiful, wasn't it? Shirky scared Arsenal, says Silver. Gets a high rating for those keepy uppies. Yeah, fairs. We should be adding like a +5 for those keepy uppies alone. No doubt, no doubt. That could absolutely be a thing. 77. Yeah, I think a high 7 for me. Yeah, look at that kid. That was so funny. Yeah, I think a high 7 for me. I don't think I'd be happy to say that he had a great game, but I think he had a good game. Yeah, so I think a high 7's good for me. So I think I might give him like a 78. Yeah, a 78 says Blaze. Yeah, I think I'm in agreement. I think I'm in alignment there. I think a 78 is a good result for Shirky. I thought he had a good game, nearly a great game, couple of better decisions, and I would have been happy saying he had a great game. Excuse me. Doku next. Doku is up next. Doku had an interesting game because whilst he was relatively quiet for the 1v1s up against Ben White, without Doku, I don't think we would have been nearly as successful down our right-hand side. I think that without Doku's decoy work, our right side would have been ineffective, essentially. So, Doku isn't going to get the credit that he perhaps deserves. But I think that's a good term, Nunes. It's decoy threats. Let me know what you guys think, but the way I interpreted that game, and I'm drunk, by the way, so I'd be totally willing to be... if I said anything in this match, I'm probably wrong, but the way I interpreted that match was City were trying to use the left side as more of this fake way to attack, to try to double up Arsenal players, but the reality was that the right side was where we were at our most threatening, and that was the case because we could have had a number of assists down that right-hand side. And even though the Doku played on the left-hand side, I really think that Doku mattered a lot for that play. Even just acting as a magnet, I really think that matters. So I'm willing to give Doku quite a high grade here. Even if he's not necessarily playing well, Doku will always have impact. Yes, exactly. Exactly, because teams will always be concerned with him, because even if Doku isn't playing well, as you say, Jack, if he's 1v1, that's not good enough for an opponent. You need to make it 2v1. And if it's 2v1, what does that mean? It means there must be space for another teammate. He didn't force dribbles, he kept possession. Yes, and that was to his benefit. Absolutely. He was unplayable, says Angry Ginge. Arteta say we're the better team in the first half. I think they were better for the first 15 minutes, and then from there it was stinky from Arsenal, in all honesty. Give Doku a 78. Arsenal could not prioritise the right side, as they can't leave Doku isolated. Yeah, I think I agree, Nunes. Yes. Ceiling is so high. I love Doku. Doku instrumental in attacking plays. I think that's the key. So, again, Doku isn't going to get the headlines because he wasn't involved in anything today, but without him, would we have been effective on that right side where we scored the goals? And I think the answer to that is no. So Doku deserves massive credit for that. He's going to get a rating which is in the 80s. And he gave him an 83, personally. I think he had a great game. Semenyo was probably either man of the match or one of the low-key man of the matches, because everything good from City came down that right-hand side. And even if Semenyo weren't involved directly in that right-hand side work, he was involved in a lot of it. Hincapié got booked relatively early on, and that meant that Ant had a field day, 1v1. We know that he isn't this strict, I'm going to stand you up, 1v1 isolated winger, but nevertheless, he was still excellent in the role that he had. His off-ball work was also exceptional. He could have had a number of assists today. The defensive work was spot on. The offensive work was spot on. This is one of the best Semenyo games I've ever actually seen from him. What do you guys reckon, though? Yeah, as you say, yeah, he was basically a touchline winger today. But, and even if that's not his key strength on that right-hand side, I felt he executed it really, really well. But what are you guys saying? Best Semenyo game, says True Citizen. An encouraging game. I love that quote from him because it's absolutely spot on. He did have him running around. He had him on toast. So he knew, and City knew exactly where the weakness was for Arsenal, and they exploited it. I love it when players accept that is the case. Yeah, basically some sort of a touchline winger. Riley's potential, I agree. From the very little I saw the game, I was happy with Semenyo. Yes, definitely his best performance on the wing. I think I agree. I didn't know he was capable of that as an out-and-out winger. Yeah, as an out-and-out winger, again, of course, you can caveat it by saying that Hincapié is a centre-back. He was in a yellow card for most of the game. Blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, Semenyo did really well. So I think that he deserves quite a high rating. Quite a high rating. I'm going to give him 86. I'm giving him 86. Fuck it. I thought he played really well. Very happy with Semenyo's game. Give me an 86. Yeah. Okay, last player. Erling. Maybe this would be the lowest rating. Because if we're being honest with ourselves, he should have done better from the chances Semenyo created for him. He still played well overall, but he should have done better. That's not unfair to say. I'm sure that Haaland will be thinking the same thing as well. I don't think he played badly, but he should have done better from the Semenyo cross where he didn't jump. And I think, was there another cross where he did jump, but didn't get the timing of it right? But he was also a Magda. I thought his hold-up play was really good today as well. So I don't think it was a bad game by Haaland by any means, but it might be the lowest ranking of any player today. But to be fair, that's not bad, because what's the lowest ranking I've given today? I think the lowest ranking I've given is 78, and that was to Shirky. So it's not going to be that much. It's still going to be something with like a 7 probably. Oh. Thank you so much, Jimmy Chins. 2 years. 2 years a member. I'll drink to that. That's another bottle done. Big up to you, Jimmy. Thank you so much for supporting the channel for as long as you have done. Your random footballer is, it's a techie baller to rat. What a pull that is. Excellent work. Excellent work, Jimmy. Big up to you and big up to your mother. What were we saying for Haaland? I'd probably just give him a solid 70. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Didn't do much in front of goal, but he dragged players, and that's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. So, yeah. There we go. That's my finalysis submitted. I did, Jack, yes. My finalysis have been submitted. Streets won't forget. Absolutely. There we go. Right, guys. Thank you so much for all of you to... I don't even know how long we've been live for these things. I'm so... I can't even remember inviting LB onto the stream. I don't know how I did that because I was having technical difficulties. So big up to me for figuring out what those difficulties were. I'm probably going to have a takeaway because we won the fucking League Cup final. So I'm probably going to have a fun time. Guys, what takeaway should I order? Because we've had some very generous super chats today. So I feel like I'm going to order a takeaway as a treat. Even though no, I shouldn't. I'm going to fucking do it because I'm a naughty boy. What takeaway should I order, guys? I'm feeling a Burger King. You know what I mean? I'm feeling a Burger King. Oh, I really want a big fat double bacon cheeseburger from Burger King. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? KFC's a safe option. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. KFC is a good shout. Pizza, maybe. It's just this would just be me. This would just be for me though because Mrs. Dobbins is out. No, I'd normally go for a pizza if it was two of us, but otherwise pizza's a bit too expensive to get just for one person. So it might have to be something just for one person because it's as I say, it's just me. Mrs. Nobbins is out. So it might be a KFC or a Burger King situation because I can get something quite good for less than a tenner at Burger King or KFC. I might go for that. Because pizza's a bit more expensive if you're doing it for one person. So I'm probably going to go for one of those two things. Oh, yes. I'm so fucking happy, guys. You don't understand how buzzing I am. Yeah, I hope I showed it on the goals, but I am so fucking buzzing about this result. You don't understand how happy I am because, of course, I'm happy that City won in the first instance, but it's also because of like the fact that we won playing the way that I want us to play. So it's a double happy situation. I love a big fat greasy pizza after a few drinks, plus it's dinner for the next day. You're not wrong. But if it was Saturday maybe, but it's Monday, so I need to get back on the calorie counting wheel tomorrow. So I can't really have a leftover for tomorrow because I need to get back on it tomorrow. Because I'm still trying to lose some fat. Might bunk college and have a lie-in. Yeah, fairs. I'm so giddy. Yes, Miami. You're allowed to be giddy, mate. You're allowed to be giddy because this team, which is incredibly flawed, just played so well, as True Citizen says, and we just won a fucking title against arguably the best team in the world right now. So we are allowed to be happy. We're allowed to be thrilled, and we're allowed to be buzzing for it. It's okay to be this happy because this game matters. This result matters. Because it's not just like, oh, City got away with it and blah, 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 blah. Nah, we deserved to win this game. Outside of the first 15 minutes, what did Arsenal do? Saka was shit. Havertz was shit. Gyökeres was shit. Trossard was shit. All their attacking players were shit. They didn't deserve to score a goal today, never mind win the game today. And that's in part because of them, but we forced them to be stinky. We deserve that shit. Yeah? We deserve that. So I'm thrilled. I'm buzzing. I'm properly buzzing with that result. I'm so happy. Because I was really concerned we wouldn't win today, but I'm so happy with a number of our performances. Shall I tell you what I'm going to do? I really want a burger. I'm going to order a Burger King. I'm going to get my bacon double cheese XL meal. Yeah? I'm going to get large fries, my bacon double cheese. I'm not going to order an extra patty. I don't need that. I've got a drink. I'm going to order a Sprite 0 sugar with it. And I think I'm going to order some chicken nuggets as well. Because I'm allowed to be happy. I've had a lot of drink today. I need something to absorb the alcohol, yeah? I spent way too much money on food this weekend, but I don't care. I'm allowed to be happy. I'm allowed to do this. Chicken nuggets, where they at? Where the Burger King nuggets at? What we're saying? Chicken nuggets. How many nuggets are in that? Bite-sized nuggets. You know what? I might order 20. Fuck it. You know what? I'm going to do it. Fuck it. I'm going to order 20 chicken nuggets. You think I care? I don't. I don't give a fuck. City won the fucking League Cup final. I can do what I want. Yeah? Eh? And this is another drink. Jack, if you're still drinking. Thank you. You're a random footballer. I nearly fell. Oh my god, I nearly fell. Goodness me. You're a random footballer is Morata. Big up to you. Let's see what your comment was. So happy with Trafford. Man those passes and an extra man the build-up. Love him. Shows he has the quality to be our number one. You said it, and I agree. I'm definitely ordering 20 nuggets. Guys, what dip should I have? I can choose 3 dips. Smoky barbecue, spicy mayo, sweet chili, and then mayo. I'm definitely getting smoky barbecue, spicy mayo, and I reckon a normal mayo. I don't really like sweet chili as a dip, so yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah. Oh, yes, this is going to be a fun evening. Guys, I'm going to have... This is only going to cost £20 as well. So it's not too much. £21.48p this is costing me. I'm going to have a bacon double cheese XL meal from Burger King. And I'm going to have 20 chicken nuggets with smoky barbecue dip, spicy mayo dip, and a mayo dip. I'm going to order it, guys. What do you reckon? Shall I order anything else? I think that's a good amount of food, right? I'm going to have a big fat burger. I'm going to have fries. I'm going to have a drink. And they're going to have 20 nuggies for like 21 quid. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. So, big up to Burger King. I'm a naughty boy, exactly, yeah. I know Burger King's not the cheapest, but we've won the League Cup final. So, I'm going to do it. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to treat myself. No, don't send it to LNobbins. Send it to me, hello? Send it to me, mate. Hello? Yeah, nuggies, exactly. Exactly. I'm going to place that order. Hell yeah. Pay for it, bitch. Face ID, you cunt. Yeah? Hold that. But to be fair, this has been a very good level of drunk, I would say. I think we've drank enough whereby it's been a hopefully entertaining stream, but it's not been like this is my impression of Nobbins in 2022 December. Oh, I think we scored a goal. That's my impression of 2022 Nobbins. So I don't think it's been like a drunk where it's been, you know, upsetting for the audience, but hopefully it's been good. As you say, good vibes. Yeah, I'm at a good level. I think I'm at a good level. This is choking me though, low key, high key. It's been choking me a little bit. It's only Mrs. Nobbins that gets choked in this house, not me. So I don't want that. So I think this has been a fun stream, personally. Further down the chair. Sorry, Jack. I'll try again. Mbappe scored. Yeah. Yeah, that's my impression of 2022 Nobbins in the World Cup final after drinking beer and wine and ouzo. I've had a great time tonight, guys. I hope you've had a good time as well. I've had a great time, personally. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. City are League Cup final winners. And is this a blueprint for the 26-27 season? Focusing on retention, possession, control, pinning our opponent into their opponent's box. Is this demonstrative of what City could be next season? Who knows? Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed today's watch-along, Off the Ball, and Post-Mortem. Thank you to everyone for super chatting, for subscribing on Twitch, and for joining the YouTube membership. If you'd like to join the Hall of Fame like these beautiful people and continue to support independent analysis, then why not consider clicking that link to support your boy and to get some beautiful exclusive perks at the same time, if you're able to. It's £3 a month if you are able to. Thank you very much. Big up. I'm waiting on my Burger King now. Champions, champions, ole, ole, ole. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on LB's channel on for an LBins at 11 o'clock. Hopefully I am awake and ready for that. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Big up. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support, truly. And I'll catch you all next time. Goodbye.